Ah, tell me more about Big Boy Barry.
There's no other like him in all of Alabastra. His interest in other races, most notably those of the blue flesh, has yielded much understanding. But the Tuatha wish to exploit every trace of knowledge to their own ends, so the learned such as us are weapons to them. Thus they took Bareth, wishing to extract his knowledge by any means.
So it's the Tuatha that actually did that. But what the fuck's they look up? Maura or Mora, whatever the fuck. For one, why couldn't I have used my fucking delicious, wank-worthy fucking persuasion skills to just get her on our side and be like, nah, you don't want to suck that dude off. Suck me off instead, because I have a way bigger life pool. You could probably just basically bite me on the wrist once, and you'd have all the power in the world. I'm the Fateless One. I'm the protagonist. I got all the plot armor in the world. All the nibbles you have on me are gonna feel like absolutely nothing. And you would have been, like, even more powerful than ever. And that is exactly the fucking persuasion that I would have used, and it would have worked wonderfully, obviously. But no, now we're down an incredibly powerful ally, and they managed to take Bareth. So anyway, my point was, if they're able to take Bareth, why did they leave Maura just in her house, able to sort of walk around whenever the fuck she would? Like, yeah, she's imprisoned in a house and everything, but you gave her everything she could ever possibly need to break free. Oh, you are not smart. You are painfully stupid. And Barry's like the most powerful mage the Winterfey have ever seen, at least judging by what people have said about him. I mean, they are the people who he's literally training. It's hardly surprising that they're ever so slightly hot for teacher and absolutely crave his wang, his lovely, mystical, magical wang. But yeah, still, like, I don't understand how they could capture him and just trap Maura in her own home. That was the best they had. Maybe they just didn't give a shit about her, who knows. Beasts!
Your kind call them Mergen, denizens of the sea and shore. They are violent, yes, and devious, but only out of self-preservation. The Tuatha have imprisoned them and turned their potential violent instincts into a barely controllable weapon of pure hate. Though it is part of winter's decay, I feel that it is tragic. It is unnatural for Fae, seelie or unseelie, to take prisoners, so like mortals.
Hey, we're not that bad. Okay, I've seen us do some absolutely horrible things. You're right. But then again, the gallows tree? Please see Exhibit fucking A, the gallows tree, the thing you worship to fucking hell and back, where you just string up all the fucking murdered boys you could ever imagine. But I guess that is mostly the Tuatha that is stringing up the murder. But okay, to be fair, you got me there. Fine. Humans, elves, gnomes, we all fucking suck. The Fae rule, whatever. Ugh. Eventide.
Eventide was all but returned to the great.
Wish I could play. Oh man, I hope you can play as a Fae in the inevitable sequel.
And they were the fortunate ones.
And I'm so glad that I can say inevitable sequel, because if they're making an expansion, right, which is coming out sometime next year. And I am so very much begging that it doesn't get cancelled, because it's rare that we get to see THQ Nordic, or any of the studios under THQ Nordic, actually make a new IP. They are really just the masters of the remaster. That seems to be all they ever really care about doing. So to see them make new content, even if it is for an old game, I'm so hyped. I know they did like Darksiders 3, and I'm sure there's a lot of new games under like the THQ Nordic banner that I am just not aware of, and I'm sure they're all fucking wonderful. But they do like a good remake, don't they? So, if they're doing an expansion for this game, they've gotta want to do a sequel, right? Or finally pick up that MMO that just never even happened. I'm so excited about all the possibilities for a next-gen fucking Kingdoms of Amalur game. Yes, please. Mwah, fucking chef's kiss. Where are the others?
Beyond the veil. No more slumbers in the great cycle. Gask and his soldiers cursed them with permanent rest. All gone but Bareth, Ordo, and me, that is. It was Bareth the Tuatha came for. They were led by a curious one named Cryamore. He coveted Bareth's knowledge of enchantment, how he charms the beasts of Alabastra. But it was not Bareth himself that charmed the beasts. It was a pendant he wore that kept the Morgan from turning on him when he studied them.
So what you're saying is he's even more useless than I expected. Oh no! Oh no, why are we even bothering? You guys, his fucking assistants seem way better than he could ever be. And the dude, who I saved before, literally just sat down in the middle of the fight that was supposed to save his life. He couldn't even be bothered to get involved. Ah, for fuck's sake, why is Cryamore a threat?
He wishes to add mortal beasts to Gadflow's ranks, an endless supply of living weapons, until only the Lljosalfar, the Almain, and the Varani remain to oppose him. Someone must stop them.
What about the gnomes? You mean he's enslaving the gnomes and no one else?
The Mergen are dangerous enough now, but imagine if the Tuatha commanded their numbers.
Or are the gnomes just completely fucking nothing to the Fae? Do they not even really consider them sentient? They're like the most sentient of all the mortal races. They're by far the smartest. I mean, they're the ones who created the Well of Souls and everything, which is the reason I even exist. Basically all of gnome kind and now my dad, lady, and you just forgot that they're even around? Whatever, I'll get him back.
I last saw Berith as Cryamore's men dragged him deep into the mine. Walk with
Maybe they've just never encountered gnomes down here.
Scene will offer your best chance of survival, and try to use the anger of the Mergen against our common enemy.
What is this camera angle? What, I mean, it's a real nice wall, don't get me wrong. What a delicious texture that is, but I don't care. I want to look at the lady who is doing the talkies. I really don't give a shit about this lump of rock. Cryamore.
He is but a soldier.
That's better.
An officer. Such a blunt and ruthless mind could never appreciate Barrett's work. Its subtlety, its sublimity.
The cameraman is on so many fucking drugs in this game, it's unbelievable. Ordo
And I
what if they all go hang out in the end? Like with Escher and all the others.
Preparing the chamber. But Ordo was a stubborn soul, proud. He departed Eventide before the Tuatha came. I only hope he is far from here. Somewhere without bars and monsters.
That would be pretty cool foreshadowing had I not already done everything related to him. Where is Barrett?
Cryamore keeps him nearby. If you can, release the Mergen prisoners. Their rage and hate will coalesce on their persecutors, not Barrett.
Really? I mean, he was basically giving him the anal probe the entire fucking time. Right? Like he was doing the big old fucking experiments on the poor fucking fishy bastards. I wouldn't be surprised if they want him a lot more than they want the dude who put him in cages. I feel like putting him in cages is probably a mercy compared to what he was doing to him. And there's only a few prisoners and they're down this way. Do I care in the slightest? Do I actually want to bother freeing these? Oh, I can only go one way. Okay. Well, that's not what I expected. Where are you? Oh, it's just two other. Okay. For some reason, I expected to be pitting Mergen against Mergen. That was the image in my head there. I have no idea why, but of course it's fucking Tuatha. It's just weird seeing Tuatha occupy a cave, and using it as their fortress or their campsite or whatever. I don't think I've ever seen a Tuatha living in a tent. I thought they were way too fancy for such, mortal trivialities, but no, they don't give a shit. They will snooze in mud just as much as the rest of us. Hello, you? Okay, he is running over. Thank you for just making your death so very much easier. You said Mergen prison. There are two. There are two entire fucking. Oh no, prisoners in the whole place. Barrett appears to have perished while trying to help the Mergen captives. The charm Nell spoke of isn't on his body. Perhaps I can find it nearby. This stupid fucking head. What? No, I didn't want to rescue that guy. It's probably a mercy that I have allowed him to do the big dead at this point. Oh, that poor sweet bastard. I'm sorry you had to live this long looking like that. What the hell's going on with you? Wait, there's gotta be a way to set these dudes free. I mean, there's no lever as far as I can tell, but can I just open the door? Oh, that's a lot of dudes. That is a lot of there's the lever, okay. I think I just heard him more than... Oh, no, they turned on me. Why? What's the point in any of this? Am I just supposed to run right by? Because I'm not gonna. This is stupid. I probably... Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. I was meant to have the pendant, and then I was meant to set him free. That's the entire fucking point. I'm not a smart man. I am the opposite of a smart man at this point. Remember when I used to actually come up with like smart solutions to things? Yeah, that was an interesting time in my life. Brain cells are pretty goddamn cool. I miss having them. There's the Mergen Charm. Do I need to... They haven't even immediately come on my side. They're still angry. They're still very much willing to kill. What the fuck was the point in any of this? I'm not going in there just for your shrooms. I'm just gonna run the fuck away. I don't care about this anymore. I don't know why, like, she straight up told us that. As if they were, like, really, really proud of, like, this one part of their mission. And it's like, look, we did the thing. We did the thing. They're on your side now. You can be a little mini Barry. I don't want to be a little mini Barry. Because the game's fucking broken. Kneel before Tim. That is a lot of Tuatha. That is the most Tuatha I think we have ever seen at one time. Can I just find the fucking lever? I am not doing this alone. They're still hostile no matter how much I'm holding that fucking charm. Oh well, I guess you all get to die at once. I can finally put you out of your misery. You don't have to deal with the fucking trauma of the anal probe anymore. Where'd he go? A random soldier outlived the Witch Knight? Are you so, was it even a witch knight, or was it just a random fucking fae? Just a random fae. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you make this even slightly interesting? This entire area was bigging up Barry to be like the most powerful fucking winter fae who has ever fucking lived. And for one, he died to like maybe 2 Tuatha, which is also very impressive. 2, he got captured immediately, despite being like, oh, what a scary fucking mage. Wow, everyone should fear him. Everyone should worship him. Oh, no. And then he got captured within fucking seconds as if it was nothing. And 3, this was his mission. This is who captured him. Another dude who dies in one shot. I don't even think it was a Witch Knight. Why dedicate a whole area to this guy? And your weird-ass mission naming system. Ugh. Whatever, fine. At least Nell was vaguely cool. I just feel like I got no lore out of this. It's possible to tame Mergens, except also it isn't because the game's fucking broken.
Crymar is gone, but so is Berth. He did not deserve such an end. Do you hear me? He was a kind spirit. You
act like I killed him. I was the good boy in this situation, in case you've fucking forgotten.
It will unlock hidden treasures of our clan. Any you find will be open to you now. Thank you, mortal. Now go.
Receive the Arathi glyph. I guess you get to keep the Mergen charm. Now what would be fucking awesome is if all Mergan in this area, of which there are fucking thousands, didn't become instantly hostile to me. I don't necessarily want them to be friendly, but if they were like neutral and like they only get pissed if I start attacking them or something, that'd be really, really fucking nice. But no, I mean, even while I had the charm on me, they were still fucking going for my ass. I have no idea why. I don't know how they coded that so very poorly. Maybe it's because I accidentally attacked him when I freed him before I had the charm or something like that. But I don't know. It just seems very, very broken to me. Defeat the Witch Knights, one down there, there's one up there, and then that is the right way. That is our rendezvous point in Amura. And I absolutely can't wait to do that, but I am also packed to the goddamn brim. Our bottomless sack, well, it's not exactly bottomless because this has become a problem, but our sack in general is weighing us down to the fucking floor. We can barely move because we are so fucking brimming with joy, and by joy I mean so many weapons I will literally never use, and well, I can't deal with this shit anymore. Oh, it's Phasma, let's talk to you.
Good to see you back again. Mooncamp's a different place now under Grimm's reign.
Hey, Grimm did become the leader. I kind of completely forgot about that. But does that mean he's hanging out in Mooncamp? I doubt he's in Starcamp, because Kroh-Garen can still lead that, because, I mean, Kroh-Garen was on our side. You, I assumed, would probably become a leader of something, but I don't think Suncamp is actually under control of the Travelers anymore. That's the fucking name of the guild. How the hell did I forget that? I'm literally their leader. But yeah, last time we were there, it was just completely populated by some very, very, very angry gnomes. So I'm hoping everyone from Suncamp has just showed up here. Because I know you were originally from Suncamp, weren't you? I don't know, I'm forgetting everything. let's talk about
Well, I
Moonka.
linked it to Logros's den and back, but it feels calm to be at this place once more.
What the
Grim's
fuck is
running things here
Telogris?
now. He said in time I might take the reins. That'll show these spur-galled layabouts.
I've missed you, Phasma. You are one of my favorite characters in the entire game, purely because of those terrible fucking insults every 5 minutes.
They're a bit
Travelers.
lost without the Hierophant, but they'll be able to get through it in time.
What did you call me
Grim,
the last
little
time?
Garen and I are here,
Or call
and we'll
someone?
make sure they see the light.
It was like Twig Wrencher, which is just the best alternative for
Remember me.
wanker I think I have ever heard in my life, and I wish I was smart enough to remember to use it every single day. One Twig Wrench a day is
to
all
see
I
you.
need to get
Come on,
all the
Captain.
happiness in the world. But anyway, now that my life is totally fulfilled from seeing Phasma again, I will see you guys after I have broken my fucking brain down trying to figure out what the hell I can sell. So, I'll see you guys real soon. Alright, and we are back, and this time our sack is not snapping my spine in half with every goddamn step. And, well, I mean, it's still pretty terrible. I only managed to get it down to 59 because I'm a lazy boy and I couldn't be bothered to go back to my house and put the rest in the stash. And I'm wandering through a Tuatha camp with no resistance whatsoever? Are you all just having a big snooze in your tiny, adorable little tent? It's so weird seeing the Tuatha in tents. I'm so used to seeing them in, like, positions of power. Like, well, to be fair, I mean, sometimes we've seen their camps, like, when they're doing more guerrilla warfare. But I'm so used to seeing them just, like, hanging out in a massive fucking castle, sitting on a throne, being intimidating and fancy and terrifying. And here it's just, I don't know, we camping with the lads. It looks so wrong, it looks so strange. What? It literally showed on your fucking, I don't even know what to call that, on your, like, little eye meter that you couldn't see me for shit. And yet you were still hunting me down like a fucking madman. That makes no sense whatsoever. The game is lying to me. Get the fuck out of here. At least you're just as pathetic as every other Tuatha who has ever lived. Now, did I actually fight a Witch Knight there? Or did it just say Overlord? I think it just said Overlord. I don't even think the game can be bothered to name these guys. Dude, that sucks. Come on. At least the Witch Knights need to be intimidating. Like, we've only just taken on our first one. Like, not too long ago during the Siege of Mel Senshir, and that was a big fucking moment, and every single one of them. I know this is a side quest and everything, but so far, we have taken on Witch Knights in side quests before, and they have felt like big events. They have felt like scary dudes, even if they have gone down in 1 or 2 hits, but that's just because I'm basically a demigod at this point. And have been since the start of the game. I am the Fateless One. I'm obviously gonna absolutely rip and tear. But, yeah, I mean, if you're just not even gonna bother naming them, that is a little bit shitty. How many piles of rotting gooey boys have we walked right past without any kind of word whatsoever? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a fucking lot. Oh no! I literally haven't been noticing. That's how common it is that a pile of horrible gooey bodies doesn't even surprise me, isn't even worth my brain acknowledging. Oh, that's a bad sign. That makes me hate the Tuatha even fucking more, and especially since they're sending sprites at me. I have been done with sprites since about 2 hours into the game. They should have only been about 2 hours into the game, and yet here we are at 150 hours, killing our 5,000th sprite. Ah, I hate it so much. Get the hell out of here. Why do they just stare me down like that? That's not a good idea. You know what happens when you try and get cocky. I mean, it happens when you don't get cocky. That man is just standing there getting ready and welcoming death. At least that guy's called the Witch Knight. But I guarantee you, I'm almost sure that the last thing we fought was literally just called Overlord. Like, the game just forgot to forgot to even acknowledge that he was a cool guy. Oh. And your cages are just not even getting any use. You haven't even bothered locking them. Come on. I mean, you've got piles of bodies in this camp. You expect me to believe that they were all from fucking forever ago? I mean, I guess it makes sense. We have been cucking the Tuatha at every single opportunity, every single possible fucking moment. We have done the big cuck. So, I guess it sort of makes sense that, They don't really have time to take prisoners right now, but they're the Tuatha. They always have time to take prisoners. Any opportunity to just be a complete piece of shit, they will take. They will do more than just take. They will go above and beyond to be shitty, shitty boys. Oh, and as you have probably noticed, or maybe not, because I'm the only one who cares about aesthetic this much, but we are the ultimate emo once more. I have taken off the prostate examining gloves, no matter how much damage they were doing, no matter how many prostates we could get through. They looked awful. I couldn't get over how terrible they were fucking looking, and how obvious it was that they were not a part of the set of gear that we're wearing. Because, I mean, I keep finding gear that's quite a lot better than the House of Sorrow's gear. We have that, the robes of shimmering or whatever the fuck. Maybe they're just called the shimmering robes, yeah. Absolutely amazing. So much better than the robes of sorrow. But I look like this, instead of a badass little beetle man. And I can't give up the fucking sad boy persona, not after all we've been through. No matter how much it would do to stop me having to two-shot people, like it would mean a guaranteed one-shot every single time, I'm pretty damn sure. But I mean, wait a minute. Are you unique? Do you actually look different than anyone else we've ever taken on? I mean, you still suck all the arse in the world, but they tried with you. To be honest, I don't know why they chose to try with you and not anyone else we came across, because, I mean, there are people we have fought that have taken, you know, they've actually had big-ass health bars that have taken up half this screen, and they have been important dudes who have just looked like the most generic boy of all time. Remember when we saw, oh, it speaks to how generic he is that I can't even remember his name when he was actually terrifying at the time. What was his name? It was the dude with the horrible fucking scarred face. Which might mean nothing to you, because we have now taken on about 10 more people with the exact same fucking scarred face. It's so annoying, like I thought it was a really cool, unique design. But now half the Tuatha we see in Alabastra look the exact same. Oh, hey, look. You actually trekked through all this fucking mess? I didn't even kill all of these dudes. Which means you either snuck through like a slippery little bastard weasel man, or I don't know why I was going for that camera angle, I'm sorry, but you are bulging, sir. From both ends. What is this triangular anus Lara Croft bullshit? I don't know, we don't want to question that. But yeah, that means you either have to like literally burn them all to death, or sneak through. Either way, I did not think you were nearly that cool. Good for you.
I was keeping an eye on you from a safe distance, to see if you would keep your promise. I am amazed. I dared not speak of it, but there are prophecies of a mortal who would herald our kind's passing.
No, I don't want that to be me.
A victory against the madness of Gadflow. I wonder if it is a harbinger of darker nights ahead. Prophecies aside.
Also, if I was prophesized,
and we, the clan of
then doesn't that mean I'm fated?
Recognize you.
Surely I can change the prophecy.
Farewell.
Wow, that was actually a decent amount of XP. I saw that go up. Either that or the bar was just like resetting itself, but I don't think it does that every time. Huh. But then 4,000 XP sounds like nothing, because killing 5 or more boggarts is like 1,000 XP. And I mean, I've killed probably 500 boggarts in a row without a level up before, so what are you talking about, game? Oh my god, we're near Amora. Oh my god, it's happening! It's not gonna happen in this episode. I mean, well, whatever comes after Amora is not going to happen in this episode. But I think, guys, I think the next one, I think next session is going to be when we finish the main story. Or at least it could be. There is a possibility of it. It's definite. We are capable of that glorious feat. But whether or not I want to do our remaining faction quests, which is literally just with the House of Valor, whether I want to do the DLC first, but I don't know, man. We're right here. I don't think I can resist. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, who was screaming for Gadflow? Hello? What the hell's going on here? I don't like your kind around here. Actually, I don't think we like my kind around here, because all of your kind are all we ever fucking see. Ugh. Did you see that troll grow a face, like, in front of us? He was the most untextured fucking monstrosity I think I've ever seen. As we were walking up here, his face just spawned in. That was disgusting. Oh, no. Oh, I'm getting thoroughly whack-a-moled. I don't want to be a mole. Right, I'm going this way, thank you, and you're never, ever, ever getting involved. No! Go away! Where's Bonebitch? Bonebitch is here, he's just not doing anything. Apparently this giant lumbering mess is faster than my little skelly man. I don't believe you. Oh, I snuck away? Oh. Okay, well that was very anticlimactic. It's not that I'm actually afraid of you, it's that I really, really can't be bothered to fight you. God, you're so annoying. I'm done with trolls. The design of enemies is so good. Like I've said 100 times before in this series, the enemy design is absolutely awesome, and they take like mundane, fantasy RPG tropes and like enemies you've seen a billion times before in a billion other games, and they make them awesome. Like, look at the way this troll looks. Show me a troll that even looks close to that in any other game, and don't look at The Witcher 2, because I've just realized that the wood trolls or the forest trolls in The Witcher 2 basically look exactly like that. I don't know what came first, but, you know. But other than trolls, like, even wolves look good. Even rats look intimidating, especially at the start of the game. Like, they gave the fuckers mohawks sometimes. And not every single rat will look the same, and that goes for, I think, the vast majority of enemy types. I believe even some trolls have defining features. Like, obviously you have, like, prisma trolls and stuff like that, and they all basically just are the same. And then you have rock trolls, and you have mountain trolls, and I think there are some slight variations with that. But some of the boss trolls, they will have markings and shit like that, just make them a little bit unique, and I absolutely adore the enemy design pretty much all the way through. I don't think there's anything I see, and I'm just like, well, that's fucking ugly. Or at least when it's not supposed to be, or just that's fucking stupid looking. They all look like they fit in the world. They all look intimidating in their own way. Even the wolves, even the rats, even the most boring of fucking things, except sprites. I hate sprites. I hate everything about sprites. But that's more because I've taken on, I don't know, like 10 million of them at this point in the game, rather than the fact that they're actually designed horribly, because I think they sort of look like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, except horrifying, and would bite out your jugular if given the opportunity, but I guess Stitch would have done that as well. Go ahead and force you. Big old money, boys, and some mana. I will be taking you, thank you. Who's getting so thoroughly bonked out here? Oh, it's my dudes! Who the fuck are you? Is that the Knave? Or are you against me? No, you're fighting Tuatha. I just don't recognize you for the fucking life of me. Except supposedly you're one of my allies. Can I get a little name tag? I get the name tag treatment? I mean, I've definitely seen you before. But I can't, you're not important enough to ever, like, get, you're clearly not important enough to be memorable or whatever the fuck. I don't remember your name or anything. I mean, you're reminding me of one of the eldests, but both the eldests are dead. Unless you're that lady I saved from the cave, but I highly doubt you'll be hanging out in the main mission. Oh, it's because you're no one. Okay, that makes sense. You are just a husk.
A scout on the ridge above saw the Tuatha mounting for a counterattack. You should hear what he has to say before we move on. If you'd rather not wait, talk with Agarth. Time is of the essence.
What? What? So it's just me, you, and Agarth? The gnome is the only one who knows what he's doing in here. He's like our tour guide at the moment, the most terrifying, tiny little monstrous fucking murderous tour guide I've ever seen. But we kinda need him. We absolutely need him. We absolutely need Aelin. Oh, this is horrible. What are we waiting for?
If he tells you he's ready, then my people are as well.
I love you, Sidon.
If you wish to proceed with caution, the scout on the ridge will know what we're up against.
Of course I'm doing that. I will milk every last fucking drop of dialogue out of this game if it kills me. Which, chances are, it probably will, considering how brain dead I've become over the course of this series. But, oh, I swear to God, Agarth. Who was chasing me down there? I would rather die than face another troll ever in my whole life. Just go away. I think it was Agarth coming to me. I don't think... Oh my God. Where's the troll? Is the troll not even a part of this? It's just 3 big sexy priests that got a troll's cutscene for some reason. Are they just trying to confuse me? Are they trying to play the weirdest goddamn mind games I've ever experienced? Canrain, we got an Amora Stone, and guess what? A fucking Amora Stone. What a surprise. I don't want to fight you. I don't want you to ever see me. You don't deserve to ever see me. I'm far too pretty for you, sir. I'm out of your league. Uh-oh. Thank you.
Atrocities that we will tell.
Horror awaits the fools who fell, and languish behind arcane veil.
What? What does any of that even mean? It's gonna be a really, really good way of testing if they're actually in order or not. Because sometimes I will do, like, 2 different stones of the same type, right? Like, I can't speak English. This is the worst session for that so far. And I mean, there's been a lot of it. Every single time I change a part of my setup, I go insane for the next sessions. Like, for the next couple sessions after, I just don't know what the hell is going on. And I don't know why. It's not that big of a change. It's just a much bigger screen in front of me, but my brain is terrified of it, clearly. What I'm trying to say is it's going to be a really good test to see if they actually flow in order or not, as opposed to just sort of random things that are vaguely related to each other. I mean, sometimes basically prove to me, and then other times it seems like that is not the case at all. Maybe it just depends on where you are.
Of old they sung, but now a god.
See, this doesn't seem related at all.
Song. They worship on their earthen sod, and bow their heads and pray and nod. Another name to bear their wrong.
Another name to bear their wrong. Okay, what, the new god? Is that what you're talking about? Because it sounds like you're talking about mortals. Mortals didn't cause this. Gadflow fucking caused this. The world's angriest fucking comedian. I can't believe he was the jester. That was such a weird bit of information that we were given that just never led anywhere. Just another way to sort of like discredit Gadflow from being even slightly intimidating. I mean, he's clearly meant to be like a very, very serious big bad. Like, it is taking itself seriously here. But like, he's just, there is no intimidation about him whatsoever. Like, he is probably the least interesting part of this game. I'm more interested in some of his fucking subordinates than I am him. I swear to God, if the game doesn't subvert us as like, oh, he was never the real enemy because now you're facing Hughes for some reason. I don't know, just anything like that, because he's so mundane. He's so fucking boring. There's gotta be a way scarier. Maybe we'll fight the goddess, or at least interact with the goddess, and that would be absolutely awesome. But until then, I guess we have no idea. We just gotta make do with that tiny bastard.
Through heaven's path, in Gadflow's name they battle more. And then, despite the peace of yore, will murder neighbors in their wrath.
Excuse me? Do you think your rhymes with wrath? It's not even a half rhyme. It's nowhere even close. I mean, I guess it's not possible to rhyme literally everything, but that's basically the only point in being fucking Fae. That's the only cool thing you have about you. Not our ally. But you look like the fucking captain. I thought you were someone important for a second. Oh, I hate that I have made so many friends and allies and done so many favors for so many people along the way. And we end it with Agarth and Sidon. We gotta go pick up everyone else, no? And where's the scout on the hill? Who are you talking about? I can't talk to anyone here.